Your phone. Meet your phone, please. Your Excellency, Madam Abdurrahman Abdulzak, the Governor of Kwara State, Mustafa, the Chairman, Kwara State Football Association, Malam Idris Abdullahi Musa, Kwara, I highly welcome you all to the State and to the President. That will be the new jersey, the new Super Eagles kit will be debuting in this country on Monday. Award-winning jersey, being voted the best jersey both in the male and the female World Cup. So this is very important to us. And this Abdurrahman, President, but because he's a football-loving governor, he decided that we are all very, very important and he must see us. Your Excellency, we are bringing football to the grassroots, football administration to the grassroots. And that's why we are here. When we came on, we decided that we're going to build football secretariat in all the states of the Federation. We chose 6 states as a pilot scheme in each of the geopolitical zones, and sponsored by one of our ultimate sponsors, ITO, which you told me you've already spoken to and thanked on our behalf, which is very good. We also believe that it's not just playing football, but taking football administration to the grassroots so that they can be connected to what's called the FIFA Connect program by connecting to the database of FIFA in terms of players, administrators, everybody that has a stake in football must be connected to what's called the FIFA Connect program. It's for that reason that we decided to take football administration to the grassroots. I'm happy to inform you that Kwara State happens to be the first state that will be enjoying this benefit. And I also want to thank AU Mustafa, who is a priceless asset to us in Nigerian football, and who also midwife the partnership between Nigerian Ball Federation and ITO. AU Mustafa, we remain grateful to you. Your Excellency, why there are some things that excited us when you came in as governor. I've had a relationship with you for about 20 years, and I know what you feel about Nigerian football and how you perceive it. When you came, the first thing you did was magically getting a club in the Premier League. They are Funja Warriors. And I believe, like I told them today, that club should not be at the lower realm of the league. They should also be, because their governor is a true football follower, not a political football follower, a true football follower. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for receiving us. We came, we have seen what you are doing, and we know what you will do for the people of Kwara. Your modesty, your humility are your trademarks. And we believe with that, you should be able to pilot the state to the highest level. Thank you, Your Excellency, and God bless you.
Well, we're glad to have NFF here today, this morning. It's been a long journey in football with Amaju, and his journey still continues. So we need to support him to get to where he needs to go. They said the sky is the limit, but the sky is not his limit. He will go beyond that. We've seen transformation in football since he came in. We're glad that we are the ones to now benefit in Kwara and continue with the legacies being laid down, especially with the football house by Achio. When I spoke to the chairman last week, he told me he was coming and why he was coming. And I also put a call through to Achio to say thank you for the job they've done here. He's always been a supporter of Kwara, so we thank him for the infrastructure we're getting. We will maintain it properly, put it into good use. Now, the last event I attended of NFF was the USA 94 event in Lagos. And, well, the takeaway from that event is that we would look for a road, which was one of the requests, a road in Ilorin, to name after that USA 94. And also we have not forgotten Rashid Yakini. So we also look for something good to immortalize his name. We truly appreciate you. We'll also ask for more, like the pitch you put in Abuja. If you can put that for us in Kwara as well. But in the state too, we'll also encourage our local governments, even if it's a set target of 1 or 2 football pitches per year, If every local government in Nigeria can put one pitch per year, that is 774 pitches in the whole country in 1 year. So imagine if you do it every year. The bane of our system is that we lack the infrastructure. We're manufacturing players, but we can do better with the infrastructure. We don't have playing pitches and so on, especially in the urban areas that have a lot of kids. If you go to Ajegunle, it's an incubator for football. How many standard football pitches can you find in Ajegunle? Nowhere. Most of our urban areas, we need to start investing in sports football infrastructure. So that is what we'll do with working together with the Commissioner and SA Sports. We'll track a program to do that. We have begun improving in our sports facilities. In the last 10 years, we've not had a sport festival, but we'll make sure we had one as soon as we came in. So, but for COVID, everybody would have had the Edo Fest now. We're beginning to prepare for Edo now. The government has approved that non-contact sports can go ahead. So gradually, as COVID-19 abates, normal sporting activities will resume. We also started the renovation of our sports complexes. We're building a new squash court. We're going to renovate our gym, which is probably the best in Nigeria. We thank those in the past like George Ini who put the stadium together. We'll build on what he has done, and we'll also immortalize him. He's done well for Kwara. If he was not stopped at that time, we would have had the best sporting facility in Nigeria. So we aim to continue on those programs. We thank you for coming and appreciate you. So enjoy Kwara, and we hope to launch the complex this afternoon. Thank you.
Only number. Number. Okay.
Matiri. Mori. State government owned, they are afraid to comply with the regulations.
We are going to be very, very strict with the club licensing requirements. Because if you are not strict, there are a lot of things, including breaching protocols for COVID. There are a lot of things. Club licensing is not just about pitch. It's about everything around the pitch, your medical, your youth center, everything that will make football not to have any form of encumbrance. So we are going to be very strict. In the coming days, I think the LMC will be appointing a new CEO. I think they've done all the interviews, done everything, and it's his responsibility to ensure 100% compliance. But they can develop a strategy which will pass on to the NFF. But we are want to be very strict on it. We're not going to say we want to expel. We know things are tough. We know this year is an unusual year in every facet of the economy, which also includes football. So we might have to look at it and see how possibly take a process, but not gradual. But we are tired of doing things that are not haphazard. We want to go full blast in ensuring that there's total compliance to the. But we don't think that we are going to. The worst case scenario, if we have 4 stadia, 8 stadia, 10 stadia, those clubs that do not have those requirements should move to those areas where they can play. Because you see, the issue about TV-friendly stadia is because TV is the only reason why clubs, is the main reason, so to speak, where you have a lot of sponsorship, a lot of partnership that brings in funds to the running of football, especially the leagues. So, but if you don't have a TV-friendly stadium, sponsors will always be very skeptical about putting their money. So those are some of the things that we are looking at.
So when is the NFF setting up an arbitration tribunal, instead of just standing committee?
We have our ethics committee. We have our ethics committee, is still in place. It's headed by Ribadu is there. We have our disciplinary committee. You know, those are the things that we've done, and those are the things that moderate and regulate. And of course, we have our legal committee that regulates things that we can regulate at the moment.
Thank you.